What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey for the Justin Godsey Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, guys, we're here talking about another trade involving the Arizona Diamondbacks. And today, they have traded starting pitcher Brandon McCarthy to the New York Yankees in exchange for Vidal Nuno. Now, like I said over the past couple of videos, that I'm going to be, coming on here and, breaking down every single trade that goes down. And, this is a deal that I honestly think it's customary. It's really required by the Arizona Diamondbacks, as this is a team that's currently in the rebuilding phase. They have already, parted ways with Joe Thatcher, Tony Campana, and like I said, this is going to be a team that's going to be continuing to, trade pieces away. They are in this rebuilding phase. They're trying to get much younger. They're starting to get much younger pieces, and they're trying to, part ways with the guys who have not contributed a whole lot this year. And that's what Brandon McCarthy did. He has not contributed a whole in a big way this entire year. He's 3-10 with the 5.01 ERA, so at an ERA at 5. And yeah, he can go deep in innings, as he already has over 100 innings of playing time this year. Brandon McCarthy has just not been the Brandon McCarthy we once saw with the Oakland Athletics. And this was a deal that would have gone down a couple of years ago. The New York Yankees were still trying to add some pieces to their rotation and trying to make a deep playoff push. And Brandon McCarthy was always on the New York Yankees, and players to scout, or they're always wanting to acquire him in some way. And this is probably like one of the the down times for the New York Yankees to acquire him, because he's playing so badly this season for the Arizona Diamondbacks that you don't know exactly what you can be getting out of him. So he's going to be going over to the New York Yankees in exchange for Vidal Nuno. Now, I'm a huge fan of Vidal Nuno. He's once the top prospect in the New York Yankees organization. He's been called up. He has 78 innings on his belt as my phone goes off there. He's 2-5 this year with a 5.42 ERA, and yeah, he's been bounced around a whole lot. He's having much worse of a season, giving up more runs in a game than what Brandon McCarthy is. He's still a promising prospect at 25 years old. He's coming to the Arizona Diamondbacks, where he's probably going to end up getting a spot in the rotation somewhere deep down the line, deep down in the rotation, maybe at number 4 or number 5. Brandon McCarthy by heart I think he was at number 2, because they put Boslinger in there. They put Chase Anderson in there. They got Bronson Arroyo. When he comes back from the DL, you got to place him back in there. You got Wade Miley. So Vidal Nuno does have an opportunity to crack at number 5, and it's really an overall great. It's an overall great addition. I think the Arizona Diamondbacks will win this deal. Going deep down the line, as Brandon McCarthy, he's getting up there at age. He still has a few more seasons left in him. But you know what? This is more of a move where the Diamondbacks would have traded Brandon McCarthy for pretty much anything that's being handed to him. And I think this is probably one of the best deals that was out there on the market for Brandon McCarthy. And Vidal Nuno, going down the line for the Arizona Diamondbacks will work out, as I'm a big fan of this deal. I think the Diamondbacks won this trade, and we'll just have to wait and find out. Maybe that with Brandon McCarthy going back to the American League, he's been in the American League for a huge chunk of his career. He's always been an American League pitcher, with the Oakland Athletics, with the Texas Rangers, the Chicago White Sox. In his early days of his career, he's always been that guy who's done well again in the American League. But now, since coming over for the first time in the National League, he has not lived up to the expectations. Not having a winning season when it comes to a win-loss ratio. I think last year he was 5-11 with the Diamondbacks. So this is another year that's very slow and very disappointing. And it was just time for him to go. There wasn't anything promising going for Brandon McCarthy going down the line for the Diamondbacks. So going to the American League will probably end up changing his whole outlook and pretty much trying to get back on a winning basis with the New York Yankees. But not only did the New York Yankees ended up acquiring him, they also designated outfielder / designated hitter Alfonso Soriano for assignment, and that's going to be pretty interesting. He's he's had some good games, bad games, and the teams just finish it for just done with him. They can really bring up another prospect, and that move is going to be still considered. They still have not called up on who's going to be replacing him, but we'll find out within the next day or two. But not only going back to the trade real quick, the Diamondbacks will eat Brandon McCarthy's $2.05 million contract, and they will, of the 4.8 million remaining on his contract. So you know what, the Diamondbacks are, consuming a big portion of the contract. It's half and half with this contract. The Yankees will pay it, and so will the Diamondbacks, and then the Yankees will, pick up his $1 million assignment bonus. So you know what, Brandon McCarthy's given everything thrown at him. He's getting two checks. Half from the Yankees, half half from the Arizona Diamondbacks. So there you go. Brandon McCarthy is scheduled to debut Wednesday for the game against the Cleveland Indians. So that's when we'll see Brandon McCarthy. As for Vidal Nuno, it's still yet to be determined if he's going to be in the bullpen to start the year or to start his tenure with the Diamondbacks, or he can probably end up being in the rotation. We'll just have to figure that out, and we'll get more information as the time goes by. If you want to hear some more more of my thoughts on this deal or any other NFL MLB trade rumors or everything like that, you guys can follow me on Twitter. Check me out on my Facebook page, and you guys will get all the latest news, rumors, and updates coming out of Major League Baseball, and I'll keep you guys updated as rumors progress and when more deals are being dished out. I'm Justin Godsey for the Justin Godsey Podcast, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.